Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. What happens when two of China's most talked about stars stop hiding and the agency itself quietly confirms what fans have been suspecting all along? Dilraba, Dilmurat and Chen Feiyu. No longer just rumors. No longer just coincidence. This time, it feels different. This time, it feels real. And fans, they're not ready for what's coming next. It started the way all unforgettable celebrity stories do, subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye. A glance that lingered just a second too long. A shared schedule that seemed purely professional. And then, silence. The kind of silence that only makes fans look closer. Dilraba, Dilmurat, one of the most powerful names in C-drama and global fashion, has always carried herself with a quiet elegance. She's known for keeping her private life locked away, far from the chaos of public speculation. On the other hand, Chen Feiyu, a rising star, charismatic, and effortlessly magnetic, has been building his reputation not just as an actor, but as a presence you can't ignore. So when their names started appearing together more often, first in whispers, then in trending topics, fans didn't immediately believe it. Because this wasn't just another pairing. This was unexpected chemistry. At first, it was small things. Behind-the-scenes clips where their laughter felt too natural. Interviews where their answers seemed connected. Not rehearsed, not staged, just real. And in an industry where everything is carefully curated, real is rare. But then, something shifted. The agency. In a move that caught everyone off guard, the management side, usually the first to deny, deflect, or shut down rumors, didn't deny anything. Instead, they acknowledged the growing connection between Dilraba and Chen Feiyu in a way that felt intentional. Not a scandal. Not damage control. More like a quiet confirmation. And that's when everything exploded. Search terms like Dilraba Dilmurat relationship, Chen Feiyu dating, and C-drama couple 2026 started dominating platforms. International fans, especially those who followed Dilraba through hits like You Are My Glory, began connecting dots that suddenly made too much sense to ignore. Because this wasn't just about two celebrities. It was about timing. Dilraba, at a point in her career where she no longer needs to prove anything. Chen Feiyu, stepping into his prime, gaining both critical and fan attention. Two trajectories, meeting at exactly the right moment. And just when fans thought they had seen everything, another detail surfaced that made the story even harder to dismiss. It wasn't a statement. It wasn't a press conference. It was something far more powerful: consistency. The sightings. From private dinners in low-key locations to overlapping travel schedules that no longer felt accidental. Dilraba and Chen Feiyu began appearing in the same spaces more frequently, not publicly, not for headlines, but enough for insiders and fans to notice a pattern. And patterns don't lie. Industry insiders started hinting that their connection wasn't just a fleeting collaboration. Some described it as genuine, others as unexpectedly serious. Words that, in the world of celebrity PR, are never used lightly. Fans, especially those deeply invested in Dilraba's journey, found themselves divided. Some were protective, questioning whether this would affect her carefully built image. Others completely captivated by the idea of a relationship that didn't feel manufactured. Because here's the truth. In an era where celebrity couples often feel like marketing strategies, Dilraba and Chen Feiyu feel different. Their energy isn't loud. It's not performative. It's quiet, almost fragile, like something they're trying to protect rather than display. And that's what makes it so compelling. Clips resurfaced. Old interviews gained new meaning. Even their body language during joint appearances, subtle shifts, shared glances, unspoken understanding became viral discussion points across platforms like TikTok and Weibo. Keywords like Dilraba, Chen Feiyu chemistry, real couple vibes, and hidden relationship reveal trend globally. But with attention comes pressure. Because the more visible they become, the harder it is to keep things private. And in an industry that thrives on narratives, their story is quickly becoming one of the most talked about developments in Asian entertainment. Still, despite the noise, neither Dilraba nor Chen Feiyu has made a direct, personal statement. And maybe, that silence says more than words ever could. But just when fans thought the story had reached its peak, a new layer began to unfold, one that could change everything. The turning point didn't come from paparazzi. It didn't come from leaks. It came from how they started showing up. Not dramatically. Not in a way that screamed for attention. But in small, undeniable ways that felt intentional. Events where they arrived separately, but left within moments of each other. Projects where their collaboration felt deeper than just acting like they were building something beyond the script. And perhaps most telling of all, the shift in how their teams handled questions. No more avoidance. No more rigid denials. Just careful, almost respectful acknowledgement. For fans who've followed C-drama culture for years, this kind of shift is significant. It suggests not just acceptance but readiness. A readiness to let the world see, even if only partially. And that changes the narrative completely. Because now, it's no longer about are they or aren't they. It's about what happens next. Will they go fully public? Will they continue this quiet, almost poetic approach to their relationship, or will the pressure of global attention force them into a decision they're not ready to make? Meanwhile, their individual careers continue to soar. Dilraba remains a global icon, balancing acting, endorsements, and international recognition. Chen Feiyu is stepping into roles that showcase his depth and range, proving he's more than just a rising star, he's here to stay. Together, they represent something rare, a pairing that feels both powerful and deeply human. And in a world that constantly demands spectacle, maybe that's exactly why their story resonates so strongly. Because it doesn't feel like a performance. It feels like something real. And that's what makes the next chapter so impossible to predict. In the end, maybe this isn't just a story about Dilraba, Dilmurat, and Chen Feiyu. Maybe it's about timing. About two people finding each other in the middle of demanding careers, relentless public attention, and expectations that never seem to fade. It's about the quiet moments, the ones we don't see. The conversations that never make headlines. The choices they make not as celebrities, but as individuals trying to protect something meaningful. Fans will keep watching. The internet will keep speculating. Headlines will come and go. But if there's one thing this story reminds us, it's that not everything needs to be loud to be real. Sometimes, the most powerful connections are the ones that unfold quietly until one day, they're impossible to ignore. And maybe, just maybe, this is only the beginning. If you felt the chemistry too, tell me, do you think Dilraba and Chen Feiyu are truly the next iconic couple, or is there still more we haven't seen yet? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe because the story is far from over.